I got to really spend some time with Arvin about a month and a half ago in Vegas. I really saw it, Armin, for the first time after you really explained the value of what you guys do in your debt solutions about debt relief. And dude, the light bulb came on in my head. And it's awesome because we got on our team right now, we have people who, like, I think all these guys got paid this week. Maddie No helped a client with 81,000. Margaret Shea helped a client with 37,000. Kathleen Presagno helped a client with 23,000. Courtney, and I'm going to slaughter her last name, 21,000 in debt relief. And I know we got Jamal Aguilar on here. I saw Jamal popping in here. But bro, I heard that you helped a client with 35,000 debt relief before you ever had leads.
Yeah. So my dad had got scammed for $15,000. This guy portrayed himself as Wells Fargo. Dad fell for it and gave away $15,000. So he just lost his savings and maxed out credit card. Then I gave him the debt solution, gave him the number, the free consultation call, and then they figured out how much debt he had. So that 32,000, that $35,000 in debt, he found a solution. He can pay that off in 2 years instead of going for the rest of his life. And yeah, just a huge blessing. It took so much relief off of him. It was a huge blessing for my dad.
Bro, that's amazing. Great job leaning into the system. I'm proud of you, man. You should be proud of yourself. I'm sure your dad's super grateful. That's my boy. So awesome. Armin, brother, I'm going to let you rip the meat off the bone. I don't want to take any more of your time. I know you got a lot to cover in the short amount of time that we got, and super grateful that you took a few minutes to come and share with us here on the Coach Team Call.
Appreciate that, Joseph, and an amazing story, Jamal. This is how it's done. Great job, brother. That's how it's done. It's always about, somebody wise once said that make sure that your education leads to action, not to knowledge. And that's the definition of that. So that way, every single one of you could literally go out and make a little quick commercial on your social media, whatever media you use, with the resources we have. And then out of all the people that you don't sell, guess what? You can always call them back and talk to them about debt solutions. That's another foot in the door. And then when you are there, when you are in front of them, and when you are talking about everything else, so now at that phase, you implement that solution again, or just pay attention, really. Let's go through these. These are going to be quick. I want to make sure you guys understand how simple it is to submit a referral. And then the social media tools. Timing is everything, right? You look at the news right now, you look at everything that's going on, it's a little scary. We remember 2008 and 2009, it was pretty scary. It was pretty dark. A lot of people lost their homes. A lot of people lost their jobs. We're literally experiencing that all over again. Now we have a war happening simultaneously. It's creating more uncertainty and then oil prices and then this and that. But the reality is that even without those extras, January jobs report over 100,000 jobs lost. February jobs report 80,000 plus jobs lost. And up until this point, we've been losing tens and tens of thousands from the big companies. What's going on is the big companies are preparing and they're bracing for impact. What does that mean? Why does this matter? Two reasons. Number one is you're in a recruiting business. You're building an army. Today, people are going to be more open-minded. Why? Because they're not getting promotions. They're not getting big fat bonuses. They're getting laid off. They're getting let down. So people are going to be more open-minded in that market. And then two, consumer situation, right? Listen, if your client is on fixed income, I get it. They're not going to be impacted as drastically. But even that client is still going to be impacted because now the cost of living is going up. So their paycheck is still going to get hammered. We have the tools to be able to free up cash flow and turn that into cash flow and potentially turn that cash flow into life insurance premium. It's that simple. And timing couldn't be better. People will be open-minded today to hear about a recruiting opportunity, and people will be more open-minded today to hear about money saving opportunity. Why? Because the pain is up here. Now we hear about all these stories, right? What happens? All these agents, the successes they're having. Maddie had an 81K client, right? Like at the end of the day, the numbers are the numbers. And sometimes we forget about the family that's behind those numbers. So my point is, I'm going to try to make here is very simple. Let's not forget about the Janes that are out there. There are people, these are families that are struggling to make ends meet. So when you show up, you are the hero in their life because you didn't forget, because you weren't lazy, because you didn't cut corners, because you did what you were trained to do, because you were coachable, because of how simple it is. You refer somebody like Jane to us, the impact that it makes, it goes beyond just enroll some debt, make some commission. Guys, we're really making a big impact in these people's lives. So when you hear about success stories and the agents that are having these wins, just think about the impact you're making. Think about the relationship you're building with those families, with those people, and then later on, what that could mean to your business long term when it comes to selling insurance. Jane came to us from an appointment that many of you guys have been to. We pulled her credit. She came to us just to look at her options. She's drowning in debt, 42 grand in debt, paying all these credit cards, right? Literally, by the time you're done paying 75% of your credit cards, like the first credit card that you paid is due again. Like it's disaster, right? It's a disaster. We took her from paying $1,483 every single month while falling behind to a $610 payment, guys. $610 payment from 1400 to 600. Now, if you're Eric, if you're a Maddie, you're out in the field and you just help save a client 800 bucks a month. What kind of a I can't afford it objection do you think they're going to give you? Or are they less likely to say I can't afford it? They're more likely to give you a hug the next time they see you. You just got a customer for life. It is a big deal, the impact, the emotional relief, the stress that comes with it. You're getting rid of all that for these people. I hope you guys are looking at it beyond, I don't need the extra few bucks. Everybody always has an excuse. It's not about you, it's not about me. Think about the impact that this is creating for that family, for that person, right? That's a big deal. This lady got referred to us. She's an actual case study. The reason I use this example is because today she's debt free. She got into a 60-month program. We got her out of debt in 56 months because we were performance based and we actually under promised and over delivered, which is always a good thing. This is a quick before and after. She saved $873 per month overnight, guys. The savings started immediately, which means what? You got your foot in the door. You got your foot in the door. I had an agent call me today while I'm here at the hotel in Tampa. And he says, hey, I have this client. He's got a bunch of student loan debt, but I don't know if they're federal or private, and he doesn't know. And I said, great. What do you mean? But you guys only work with private student loan. I said, listen, send them to us for a referral, for a consultation, and tell them we will help them figure it out. It's that simple. He's, oh, that's pretty easy. So the point is this, guys, we're going to do all the heavy lifting for you. The purpose, it's designed this way on purpose. What you want to achieve is you want to hand off a successful referral with the right expectations. We're going to do all the work. We're going to call them. We're going to answer the questions. We're going to answer all the objections. We're going to educate them. We're going to talk about all the options, everything they need to know about Debt Solutions world. And we're going to be respectful and let them make a decision. You just got to get good at making that referral. And of course, you got to trust. You got to have trust. And I promise you, this is something that we're working on. This is why I'm here now in Tampa. This is why I'll be in Louisville with you guys, because Zoom is not enough, and I get that. And you will get to know us a little better. All you got to do is just send a referral, let us do all the work. This is what you're looking for. If you're not sure if they have enough or not enough, it doesn't matter. Send them to us for a free consultation. That is the purpose of the call. Okay. Agent benefits, pretty straightforward. This is exciting because here's what I know. A lot of agents that get recruited into the life insurance world, they have challenges getting licensed. Some people are not good at taking tests. Some people are not good at studying. Sometimes people need a little more time to get licensed. Guess what? You got a tool to get them paid quickly. You want to solve all the agent problems in the world, get them paid. Half the complaints go away. Get them paid. Get your new guy paid. Let them know about our service. Let them know how to submit a referral to us. Get them plugged into our trainings we have. Get them plugged into the hotspots, right? Get them the resources they need so they can have a more successful start. And then the people that are already successful, just monetize your marketing budget. Jamal, your retention just went up. Why? Because you're going to get paid, bro. You're going to get paid. It's that simple. And then you're going to get double the points, guys, double the credit for your promotions, for your incentives. So that's exciting. Here's the comp plan, guys. It's very simple. We pay 2% at 100% grid. If you don't know what that means, talk to your manager, talk to your leader, talk to who brought you into the business. They'll explain the details. What you need to know is there's 2%, it's paid out on a 100% grid. You get double the points, and there are no chargebacks. Everybody loves that in the insurance world. These are the tools in the back office. I cannot get into a lot of details. They're self-explanatory. You have to register. So you can start submitting referrals right now. However, if you do register, you're going to get access to your back office. I just did a video and I'm going to show you guys a little QR code in just a second and we'll wrap up. I just did a video. It's literally a commercial that is designed to pique someone's interest in your warm market, in your followers, on your Instagram, your Facebook, and it invites them to click on a custom link to get a free consultation. You can make your own videos like that, but we're going to make it even easier. We're going to make it cookie cutter. You can take my reel, you can share it to your story, you can add your custom link that is coded to you. It's unique to you. Anybody that goes to that link and refers themselves, you get credit for it. You're literally generating free leads. And now I have a commercial for you. It's called Are You Thinking Doing Debt Consolidation? It's designed for this purpose. I'll give you access to that right now. And you can also call me. Elite 500K Club, guys. This is brand new. Eric, you're going to be pretty excited about this. I know Maddie's going to be excited about this. You do a rolling 12 months, $500,000 worth of debt, guys. 500,000. Rolling 12. You get to pick one of these items, either a Cartier money clip, a Mont Blanc, or a what are Meta glasses. I don't really know what that is, to be honest with you, but somebody thought it was a good idea. So you get to pick one, okay? And the one thing that you're gonna want to do on this call or after we're done is give Mediator Debt Solutions a follow. You want to find my reel? You'll find it right there. I collaborate everything I do with MDS. We're going to be flooding Mediator IG with client testimonies, which work amazingly to share in tandem with your link. Everything we're going to be pushing is going to be designed for you to generate free leads. We're going to put in a weekly Zoom training. We'll promote it as soon as it's live. I believe there is video instructions on video on how to post social media links. Every new agent needs to know how to find this stuff. The submission is easy. There's no medical exam. There's nothing. Name, last name, phone number, email, submit. Done. It's easy. It's super easy.
So Tanya had a question. How do we know if the client qualifies?
What I would start doing is instead of asking, going straight for the throat and ask, do you have credit card debt? I'm not a fan of that. I would ask open-ended questions. So instead of asking, do you have credit card debt or knowing what qualifies or not, just ask the client, what type of debt are you paying on right now?
Mhm.
And then it'll open up opportunities for you to discuss. But generally speaking, unsecured debt. So no mortgage, no car payment, no IRS debt, no government debt. Everything else could be okay. And if you're not sure, send them anyways because you're sending them for a consultation.
Thank you, Armin.
Great day, everybody.